saw was me leaving DeKalb Oasis on I-88. That's how Illinois sent me 294 to 88 West, and now I'm heading to 39 North. And this is the last Oasis. And first I panicked. I thought I would not make that turn at the pump, but then I look at my booster. The way the rear axle was pointed, it was perfect, and so I had to go on the grass a little bit with the front axle, but it was cool. Now, what an interesting development I've had yesterday. My tablet fell off. I guess this thing, it was a pretty expensive mount, and it worked fine for what, I don't know, 2 years, but now the sticky part doesn't wanna, it became too loose. It doesn't wanna stay in place, and also because quite often that now the sun is very hot, so now I have all that dirt in there. I have to find some strong chemical, because that's glue. You know, these two circles on the windshield. I gotta clean them off. And for now, I'm just putting the tablet like this on the seat, propped against the roll of paper, and we'll figure something out later. I think I need a new mount. Oh, check this out. I-39, 13 miles. 13 miles. Still quite far. So yeah, I left Porter, Indiana at 6 o'clock local time, which is 7 my time, so it started getting light. The sunrise was at 6:15 or 6:10, something like this. I wanted to leave at 5:45, but then I was having issues with my tablet. So yeah, this is Illinois, right? So I have the permits for Illinois and Wisconsin, and now I've been having some discussions with the permit broker about Minnesota. So Minnesota does not want to allow more than 20,000 on the Tridem in the back. I asked the lady, I said, how much do they allow on the single axle? And she said, I don't know. Like, well, if you don't know, like, who will know? I said, well, because, you know, we asked for, I think we asked for like 21,000 per axle in the back, and it came back and they said can only allow 20 on the Tridem, but they didn't say anything about the single axle. And I know sometimes they allow like up to 30,000 on the single axle. And so I told the broker, I said, okay, just ask for 25 on the last axle. If it comes back, just get whatever maximum they allow, right? And then of course I will have to move the excavator on the deck, because my truck is too light and the trail is you see, too much weight. Like here is fine. Illinois, Wisconsin, they allow more than 20,000 per axle, like it's perfect. But Minnesota, doesn't want to do that. So Minnesota is pretty strict. And also I asked the broker, I said, do you think I will need an Escort? And she says, definitely. You see, and so I don't know, I'm still like almost 600 miles away from Fargo, and I need to be there by the end of Friday to pick up my new camera and my new lenses. I was talking about this in the last video, right? Because I wanna be fully equipped to take some stunning digital pictures in the Rocky Mountains when I enter BC from Alberta. And so basically, yeah, today I think, but I don't have the permit yet, but once the permit is issued, hopefully later today, it's 9:45 local time, I will need to start hustling about a pilot for tomorrow, because normally you know, it's pretty much impossible to find a pilot for the same day, right? So each time I stop, I'll go online and try to find a pilot in Minnesota, you know, basically from Hudson, Wisconsin. That's where the border is, right? Exit 4, and then just 4 miles, and that's Minnesota. And there's a scale there that's pretty much always open, so you need to have a pilot. And then basically from there all the way to Fargo, right? That's Minnesota, so it's probably gonna be expensive even for a single car, you know. So that's what I'm driving and thinking about. But I'm very excited about the new cameras. So yeah, I'll fix the leak. I know there's a parts store for hydraulics in Fargo. I've been there before. They fixed my Honda motor when I had the Kaufman trailer. So I know those guys have, for sure, I'm pretty sure they have these O-rings that people say I must replace in the coupler there, right? And then I think that was the only issue, right? So I fixed the shims. The shims are fixed. Now we have red shims. So all I gotta do now is just got my Minnesota and North Dakota permit, so I can get closer to the border with Saskatchewan, Canada. And so those permits I can order myself online and over the phone. So the weather's good. It's gonna be a hot day again. So it's 9:45, like I said, local time, and it's already 29 C. What is it, like 90 F, 91 F? Well, I drove like a maniac today, right? Normally I don't drive too much like this, but I need to get to Fargo to pick up my new camera and lenses. And one thing I realized after I got my Minnesota permit is that they don't allow the weight I have. Like, I'm in Wisconsin now. For Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, I was fine. But once I crossed the river 4 miles west of Hudson, right? Hudson, Wisconsin, and I enter Minnesota. Minnesota only allows 80,000, so they don't care for these boosters, so they give you 80,000, same as if you have straight 4 axles in the back, right? And I have about 85, so I gotta move 5,000 pounds forward. And North Dakota is slightly better. They give you 60,000 on the Tridem and 22 on the last axle. So for North Dakota I need to move 3,000 pounds. And here's some calculations I did. So from the kingpin to the middle of the axle group in the back, I have 54.5 feet, right? Kingpin on the neck, like that's the neck extension, right? That's the wheelbase of the trailer. From the kingpin on the flip box on the trailer to the center of the 3+1. So basically you measure the distance from axle 1 to last axle, you divide by 2. You divide by 2. Why is this guy going so wide? Was he falling asleep or something? Good thing I put out my cones in there, because there's no other parking. Like, I just park like this at the very exit so I can leave. I want to leave like at 4 o'clock in the morning, because they allow night driving over here. So anyway, so this is the interesting way to how to calculate, right? So kingpin to middle of the axle is 54.5. My weight is, actually, wait a second, it's not 102,500, it's 105,200. So, and so I hope my battery still, we're still recording. I'm almost out of batteries. So if we take 105,200 and we divide by 54.5, so we have 1930 per foot, right? But then the center of mass of the excavator is 30.5, so times 30.5. So yeah, it puts down sorry, the battery died, and I keep forgetting this is the first time I have two batteries. Hold on. This is the first GoPro where I have two batteries, right? Because I had a special deal. But what I started saying was this, right? Very important. So the wheelbase, and you see in my case, so the middle of the wheelbase would be somewhere 27.2, right? Whereas I'm 30, and that's the problem. So I'm about 5,000 pounds over. Let me show you how you measure this. So basically you have to count the neck, right? You cannot just count from there, you have to count from your kingpin, right? Because this is where, and by the way, another interesting number that a friend of mine, Jamie, told me, he says you gotta measure the distance from this to fifth wheel. He says if this distance from the fifth wheel to here is the same as from here to the center, then your load will be equally spread between the Jeep and the truck. And guess what? I measured, so of course now my Jeep is much longer. So over here, from the fifth wheel on the truck to the fifth wheel on the Jeep, we have 12 feet. And from here to here, we have 10. So 12, 10. So because of that, when all this weight goes down, right, all this excavator via this neck pushes down here, the wheels of the Jeep are closer by 2 feet than the truck. And there's nothing you can do. Can you do anything? Well, the only way to do anything is to move this 2 feet forward, which is not possible because it's already at the maximum, right? Well, not exactly, actually. It can still go a little bit forward. But that's how it locked, you know. I guess I can open this after I'm done with this, and then move it slightly forward. Yeah, because this can be touching this, so then maybe a couple of extra pounds will go on the truck. But anyway, so that's how you measure, right? From here to we have some lake over here. Maybe I'll go for a swim later on. Don't see any lifeguards though, that's not good. And then you measure here, you see, 5 feet, 5 feet, 14. And so basically I measured from the first axle to the second to the last axle was 22 feet. So 11 is middle of the axle group, and so that's what I counted, 11. And then from here I counted to that, and that's how I came up with that 54.5. And so by test and trial I came up with instead of 30.5, see this center of mass of the excavator, from here to the kingpin on the flip box, it's 30.5. It should be 28. You see, that's the spot. This measuring tape is marking the spot, so that's what I have to do. I have to move the excavator till the center of this big ring is here, which is 2 feet. And that of course presents some difficulties, because now look where my outrigger boards are. See this? If I go 2 feet forward, probably 1/3 of the track will be in the air. And so the plan is, once I raise the boom, I'm just gonna go forward, and then I'm gonna use these outrigger boards, and I'm gonna put an outrigger board on these 3, actually 4, you know. And this way the track will sit on 3 boards instead of 2, because once I move forward, that thing will still be under pressure, you know, which will be perfect actually. So the weight should be distributed more equally. So anyway, I got all my chains off, and I'm already sweating like hell because it's still probably 90 F, 30 degrees. So what I got to do now is I got to grab this knife, super sharp, don't try this at home, and I got to climb on there and cut the tape on the exhaust. But of course the first thing you do before you start taking the chains off, you climb inside and you check to see if there's the key in there, because I don't have a Volvo key. All right, what's going on in here? Yeah, see, I put those, very helpful. Anyway, let's climb in there. Yeah, I thought this will be a video about leaving DeKalb, but oh, check this out. Super nice view, you can see for miles. Oh wow, that's the real lake over there. By the way, I tied down the hoses on the boom. Don't take the tape off. That's why I use this plastic, you see. If you put the tape directly in the metal, it sticks, and you see I already have a couple of spots where it's all glue. But especially if you leave the tape and then you start the machine, the glue melts and then everything looks ugly. So we don't want to do that to a nice 2017 Volvo built in Korea. All right, So you guys want to see how to operate a Volvo 50-ton excavator? Nothing to it. You see, by the way, you see what I did here? I was afraid that this thing might swing down, so I have two straps, but just in case I put one more chain in there, just wrapped it like this around the, and so there's a binder there, so once I raise the boom I can remove it probably, because now, like, I have no idea. I see that's another problem. Once I move everything by 2 feet, like, where do I put this, you know? Because probably that thing will be in the way. You see? That can be a problem as well, you know? So I might need to unhook this and load it like we did at first, you know, when this was kind of like when you have the bucket. What you can do is you can extract that cylinder, you know, but then I have to take all these off and play with it for 2 hours, you know. But that would be probably that's what I would have to do, you know. But I would have to raise it, and there's traffic here, right? I would have to put it on the ground somewhere, maybe here, and then put a strap. So I don't know, it's gonna be tricky. So it's a good thing that I shut down early. Why did I stop? Oh, I wanted to show you the chain. Okay, let's just basically, okay, the plan is just raise the boom and move forward all the way here so that I can put these boards in here. Yeah, I'm gonna put, yeah, because see, there's nothing over there. So, well, I just need to move maybe 1 foot. So as long as I can put the board over there, and then we should be good. And then it goes over here. So that's what happens when you don't do the math before loading. But again, this is my first time with such a long Jeep, you know. So now I know, of course I did this before when I didn't have the Jeep. You just count your wheelbase and you use some common sense. And you see, I was okay, like I said, I was okay in Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, but I'm not okay in these two states, which I'm gonna cross into tomorrow, and then Western Canada as well, because I'm 85,000 pounds over here. I'll have to check on Alberta and stuff like that. All right, let's go start this baby. Huh. All right. So should be pretty simple, self-explanatory. Oh wow, there's a bunch of cameras. So this one points to the lake. Oh, rear. Rear. Oh yeah, that's my truck. Okay. That's pretty cool. Alright, now we have the... I don't want to go too fast. Okay, that's your RPM, right? Wow, it's full of fuel. Okay, now see, I knew it, that to go forward I have to pull it because the drives are in the wrong spot. I think the drives are on the other end. All right, let's go check if I have enough room to put those boards in. I think we should be good. Just a little bit short. Oh, this one went in, but the other one is thicker. I need to go a bit more forward. The boards are in. Wait a second, why is this one so much shorter? Oh, it's okay. That's past, yeah, that's fine. Alright, let me move backwards now. think now we're cooking with gas. Check this out, you see? Right in the center. So this board will still be under pressure, hopefully. Yeah, plus I'll put a chain around it. So we should be good. And I think I went pretty straight. Yeah, see the distance. I was going very slow. And now I can use this, because before it was too far. So now I can do like this. Anyway, let's see what happens with the boom, because that might be a problem. I don't know. I'm gonna climb on the top and check the height, see if I became taller or lower. But I think this spot where the boards were, you see, this spot is pretty much the same, if not even lower, because this spot was where the boards were over there. I think it might work. It's pretty much similar to, you know, usually you put it over there, but I just need to move it, lift it and move it backward a little bit this way. So yeah, it might work. Let me just double check the height. Yeah, I checked the height, everything is good, and plus I ordered the new permits 1 inch taller. I asked the new permits for overall height of 14.4, and I'm about 14.3, so nothing is touching here. Everything is safe over there. You see also this, I like this because now this thing, even if these straps break, this thing cannot go anywhere, because I was really you know, concerned that if something happens with these straps, this thing will swing down, it would hit my axle over there and it could damage the hoses. I hope these boards, you know, this is hard wood, right? I think they should last, you know, because there's a bunch of them, right? Like, I don't think it'll break. And that's, you see, this sits on this. What do you guys think? Will it last? Well, if it breaks, I'll be checking on it. If I see any cracks, of course it's pretty heavy, but if it breaks, this thing will fall down there and it'll damage this pipe. So no big deal. No, I don't think it should break. There's too many boards and they're all hardwood. Like I said, I'll keep an eye on them. So the first stop will be telling, right? So from here it's about 2 hours to Sauk Center, Minnesota. I always stop there near the Walmart, but actually no, this time I'm too big. I'll probably go across the street where there's a truck stop across the road from the failing trailer plant. And so we'll see what's happening after 2 hours. But other than that, so now, yeah, it's just some hard physical labor attached to chains. And what happens when you move a machine like this, you know, nothing aligns anymore, right? Whereas before, you see, these chains were like, I'm talking about D-rings, right? So now, okay, I can hook up this one to this D-ring, but over here the close is over there because I got a turn signal over there. Or maybe I can do them like this. Yeah, this one to here, this one to here, same thing. So I'll figure something out. But now I should be heavy on the front, lighter on the Jeep, lighter on the trailer. Okay, let's check from the side, because before, when I loaded, the center of that big ring was where my turn signal is. And you see, now we moved definitely 2 feet. You know, I like it. I'm a genius. All right, this is it. This is just an unexpected, oh, you see now it says here on these boards, perfect. So this is just an unexpected addition to the 2 previous videos. I thought that would be the end, but then I decided to move the excavator because I got my Minnesota permit, and I found out they're only giving me 80,000 on the back, and that's what caused all this. And I'm still thinking about this, taking a dip in this lake. No, there's probably some dead bodies in there. I don't want to mess with those. You know, you dive in the water, and then all these bubbles and the dead bodies start rising, and then, you know, cops, they call all kinds of special police services. You know, you don't want to mess with it. Then I'll be stuck here for 2 days. I need to get going because my camera and 2 lenses are waiting for me in Fargo. I'm very excited about that. Ciao.